Hi, Konori. Well done, and honestly, you left me speechless with your fantastic essay, and I'm so surprised um, to learn that from reading your past essays that you're only 11 years old. Since your ideas are so well developed and mature, I was actually expecting you to be a high school student. Excuse me. Um, Overall, I'm very impressed. Your English is flawless. So I learned that you're currently in some sort of international education program, and this is why you speak English at pretty much a native level. Um, your sentences, you're very comfortable constructing long sentences, and your structures are almost flawless. You're able to effectively open and conclude your argument, and you can also explain your justifications with clear reasoning and evidence. So you've done very well in these aspects. Well done. Um, on the other hand, I do have a couple of quick comments, and the first one is that at your level of competence in English, I would actually start to encourage you to use more varied vocabulary. So, for example, use the word enjoyable a lot of times in this essay. And while that does relate to the central theme of this paper, of this essay, if you can use more varied vocabulary, it makes your readers more interested in reading what you have to say. And it's also, in general, a good indicator of strength in writing skills. So I actually listed two websites, weblio.jp and thesaurus.com, which are like online dictionaries that you can use when you're stuck for a word, and you put that word in and it gives you a list of all the other words that mean similar things. So I find these websites to be very useful. Another comment I have to make is related to is about the conclusion paragraph of your or any essay. And to be perfectly honest, the conclusion paragraph of any essay is incredibly difficult to write, and even I still struggle with it. So you probably learned that this should be a summary of your central arguments, and you have done this very well. But usually, to be a really competent writer, to be an outstanding writer, you have to write a lot more than your summaries, and there's no clear rule on what the more part, and that's why it's so difficult. But usually you write something that you could write a general insight, and you could write something that's of a broader importance beyond the theme of this particular essay, or you could write some question that you think about. And finally, I would so right now you're using the 5-paragraph style, so the first paragraph being the introduction, the last one being the conclusion, the middle 3 paragraphs being the 3 supporting points for your essay. This is fairly standard, and you've used it very well. Do have another approach you could try is to, so the 4th paragraph of the essay and the 3rd paragraph of the body section, instead of writing it as a 3rd supporting point for your main argument, write it as write about a counterfact or a counter argument, that is something that is against your argument. For example, you could write, on the other hand, too much responsibilities could be a burden on society, and this discourages creativity, and this causes harm in society. And it's a valid point, and you don't have to agree with it, but it shows your reader that you really have a holistic approach. That means you've really considered everything that is possible, and it makes your readers more likely to be convinced by your argument. So overall, I'm very impressed, needless to say, and I think you've done really well, and you have a lot of interesting ideas, and that's why I am looking forward to reading more essays from you. Thank you.